Hey you guys, Audra here with Flawless Crested Geckos, and today's video is just me, little me. Will is busy feeding our snake collection and doing some things around the house, but I wanted to come to you today to discuss something that we get questioned about a lot, and that is the use of liquid calcium, or the use of calcium in general with our crested geckos. So I want to just touch base with you guys on our usage for certain styles of calcium. So just to start off with, we do typically utilize Repashy or Pangea calcium with and without D3 in it in our actual food formulas. So we'll mix up like Pangea or Repashy or a mixture of them both for our crested geckos, and we have discussed about our feeding schedules for the week, but that's when we have the Ninja blender out and we're mixing up all of our goodies, the different flavors or whatnot of Pangea, and we also mix in the powdered formula of calcium dependent on the week. So sometimes it might be the Repashy with D3, and sometimes it might be Pangea without D3. It just kind of depends on, our week. So that being said, we also utilize liquid calcium very rarely. But there are some reasons why you would use liquid calcium, and one of those reasons that we as breeders face is sometimes when you have your breedings, they're going fine, they're going great, and you check a female for her calcium sacs just to make sure she's still going good, and all of a sudden she doesn't have, her calcium sacs aren't full and good. So what you're seeing is that female may be starting to have a calcium crash. A lot of times at the end of the season, which is right around this time, people are still pulling eggs, but most of the time they're males, unless there was a late season pairing. Most of the time their males are out and they're kind of starting to rest up for next season. But your females are still laying eggs, and a lot of times those females at the tail end of their season, after laying so much, they need some extra calcium. So that would be pretty much the only time that we ever utilize liquid calcium, and we only utilize it a very small amount because it only takes a small amount with these guys. So there are 3 real good ways to administer liquid calcium. Some people put it in, drop the liquid calcium in the water. We always have our crested geckos, every enclosure has their own water dish, and you can mist and still provide a water dish. If you followed us long enough, you know that we don't mist. We have a fully humidity controlled facility that's specifically based off of just them and their humidity needs. So we always provide them with standing water, and they're funny because it's so cute to watch a little crested gecko crawl up to their little water dish and start drinking. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, past that, I went off on a little tangent there, a little ADHD moment, but you can drop that liquid calcium in a little bit of water in their water dish, or you can obviously take the droplet and drop a little bit in their food mixture, or you can do like we've done in the past, and it's very specific per gecko. So we pull a gecko and we notice the signs of a calcium crash, which really very rarely happens, but if we notice some signs of the calcium crash, like the sacs being gone and such, we just administer it to them orally. Now we have had a video in the past showing you guys how to check calcium sacs for crested geckos, and it's sort of the same concept with administering calcium orally. You're going to want to take them, in your hand and get them to open their mouth. Obviously, they get real pissy real fast when you start trying to mess with them to open their mouth, but you open their mouth and you just pop that little dropper in, drop, and close it up. And you should be seeing a marked difference in their calcium sacs, and their health improve pretty rapidly with that. So that's pretty much as far as calcium, how we kind of run our utilization of it across the board. We don't really have any other, really reasons why we would administer liquid calcium. We don't use it very much. But that's about it. If you have any questions regarding liquid calcium or calcium powder or whatever you typically use as far as supplementing your animals with calcium, if you are breeders, then feel free to jump in our inbox, jump in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Our Flawless Crested Geckos website actually has a contact us form. We have an email address, not a web page, but an email address at the bottom. It's info@flawlesscrestedgeckos.com, that you can be more than welcome to write as many emails and as many questions as you want. And if we don't answer, we've always said this time and time and time again, make sure you message us again and again, or either comment on one of our pictures on Instagram or Facebook or something, or even in YouTube. Subscribe obviously and comment down there if you have any questions if we haven't gotten back to you, because clearly we haven't seen it. We answer absolutely everyone, and if we don't, we did not see it. Instagram has this really horrible habit for some reason of, at times, it'll open up your message like you've seen it and you really actually haven't seen it. So make sure, even if it says read, sometimes it's not been read. So just, if we haven't replied to you in 24 hours, message us again or comment on something, because we never want to make anyone feel like we're not giving them the time of day or putting them off or anything like that, because that is absolutely not the case. We love all you guys and are appreciative of all you guys. So now that was pretty short, I do want to take just a minute and discuss something that is really exciting. And since this video is actually, I'm taping it today, dropping it today, and that way it's very time sensitive, because this coming Friday, October 20th, we are having a big thing happen. We're super excited to offer, I believe it's the first of its kind, a visual Axanthic giveaway. Now, I want to clarify what the Axanthic giveaway is. So for the last year and a half, we've been we created a Patreon, about a year and a half ago. I guess it was March of last year. And it is set up basically to bring together a community that is oftentimes divided by negativity and oftentimes divided by, I guess you would say, toxic competition. And we wanted something that we could put together and make it a lot easier for new breeders or even veteran breeders to feel a part of something, to feel a part of a family. Because this community as a whole and those people of this community have created the ability for us to live this life, this freedom that we have. If you followed us for long enough, you know that both Will and I were police officers, and we got to a point where we worked around the clock just to be able to put food on the table, and it still was almost like we were coming up short every month. It was stressful. It was dangerous. It was, one of those things where it does tend to change your personality, and it was hard on our relationship, not only us, but our children, because we were so tired and not being able to be present in the moments that we have with them. So we are so thankful for this community, but a lot of times we see a lot of negativity, a lot of toxic competition, a lot of things that just shouldn't really be going on in the community and shouldn't be going on as far as being socially responsible for making the world a better place and not causing more havoc and chaos than necessary. So when we came out with Patreon, we were like, how do we make this beneficial for for the community, but also, obviously for us as well as a business, we have to be able to provide for our family and for our animals and be able to pay for the things that we do give away and that we do for the community. So how do we make this mutually beneficial? And what we figured out is Patreon created for us that platform. It was that option for that platform. So we started out with a $50 tier, and we have all of these amazing benefits that we do for Patreon. But we also kind of took it to the next level this year. We came out earlier this year with a $100 tier. And for those $100 tier members, we decided that a free Axanthic would be pretty awesome to get. So with our Axanthic giveaway, it is for our $100 tier Patreon members that have at least been a $100 tier member for 6 months. So just want to clarify that those are basically the necessary requirements to be entered into the annual Axanthic giveaway, because there will be one a year. So it's really cool. Like, we are so blessed. It'll be out of maybe 30 members, I believe, this year that made the cutoff for the 6 month $100 tier benefit. But that's just not all. Like, they'll get all kinds of other stuff, and our $50 tier members are getting all kinds of awesome things too. There's been people who have won lily whites. There's been people who have won, tools like such as a stainless steel table. They've won hoodies. They've won t-shirts. They've won all kinds of other merchandise that we have, and we have so many other giveaways planned. We are so excited to be able to offer this one spectacular giveaway. It really does mean like the absolute world to us to be able to provide this kind of thing to our members, because they support us so much. Inside that Patreon, we have so much fun. We have a community of like-minded individuals that are positive and that have, only the positive intentions of building their hobby, their business, their person. We also, try to encourage those members, even outside of what you would say is normal reptile talk or normal reptile business talk. We go further into that. When we say flawless family, we mean family. So it's just exciting. We have a Discord server. We have, multiple videos on some really awesome topics for business building and personal growth and development. And then also on top of that, none of our Patreon members lose their money. They get their money into a flawless savings or flawless Crested Gecko savings account that they get to use all year long on whatever gecko they want that's listed on our site, including any sales that we run in the year. They get 5% off on top of that and free shipping all year long. So we're super excited. This giveaway is happening live this coming Friday, October 20th. I believe 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are just really excited for those members that are entered into that giveaway. If you did not make the cut this year, don't worry, there will be more, and you stick with us and we'll, see to it that there's some personal growth and development, and hopefully from our experiences in law enforcement and our experiences as just, human beings, that we can help you grow and develop into a more positive individual, whatever it may be that you're trying to work towards. We love you guys. We hope that this gives you incentive, you guys out there that aren't a part of our Patreon. We would love to have you. Obviously, it's something that is near and dear to our heart. We could not do this without our Patreon members, and we could not do this without all of you guys that aren't our Patreon members but support us, like our comments, or give us likes, give us comments, engage with us. Just the views alone help us so much. It really does mean the world to us, because it provides for us a way to be with our children, and to be able to provide the growth, the growth mindset, the growth mentality, the growth for the community as a whole. So again, we appreciate you. Remember, again, the giveaway, October 20th. Continue to share it, so that we can bring as many people as possible to the live this Friday night so that we can celebrate those people who are putting in their support, their effort, their continued loyalty to the community as a whole, but to us as Flawless, because man, we so appreciate it. We could not do this without you guys. It legitimately gives me all kinds of warm heart feelings, and my heartstrings get all attached into it. When I say y'all are my family, y'all are really our family. So again, like I say, you have to be a member of our $100 tier for at least 6 months. And there are plenty that have met that qualification, but it does limit the pool of people that actually are going to be entered into the giveaway. So it does give them a higher chance of being the one who actually receives the Axanthic, the visual Axanthic crested gecko. We just are so excited. In fact, if you follow us on Instagram and YouTube and all those places, you've seen a post with the actual animal that we are giving away. It's a super dark, super awesome Axanthic. It's actually a good bit bigger than what we had originally thought it would be, so that's a positive too. And I don't know, we're just really excited about it. Nobody can come in and snipe you guys. Like, you can't join right now and immediately get into the giveaway. But we do implore you to research exactly what we've got going on here at the Flawless Family Empire, whatever you want to call it. We're trying to build an empire. We're trying to build a legacy for our children. We're trying to show them what entrepreneurship means and what gratefulness is. And so we would love you guys to become a part of this and join our Flawless Fam. I can honestly say that the majority of our Flawless family who truly understands what we've got going on here absolutely are benefiting greatly from being a part of it. So anyway, I guess I can stop rambling and finish this video up for you guys so that we can get it out today and you can get all this good information today for this coming Friday, October 20th. All right, and I am, again, Audra, Flawless Crested Geckos. I'm out.